You know what I'm hearing is that you will never be the same. You will never be the same. There's something happening in your life right now. I'm literally hearing like the awakening of a lifetime. So you could be going through something very intense right now. I'm not laughing. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling this. Look, you could even be very isolated. I'm hearing like cultivating presence. I feel like you're actually creating something new within yourself. Yeah, the Magician card right here. But I feel like there's something like cloaked. So your energy could feel cloaked. You could feel like you're drawing back from people. You're drawing inward. I'm feeling there's something about this pull inward right now. You're cultivating a new sense of stability, a new sense of presence, a new identity. Okay? Because you see the way that this person, they're sitting like they're connected to themselves, but they're hidden. But on this person's hood, there's like an infinity sign. So it's giving me like your connection to source, to the divine, to the universe. It is strengthening. You could even be having like experiences that feel oddly specific or oddly timed, or something about it feels odd, but you know that there's more happening. So you genuinely could feel like you're awakening deeper, or you're having some sort of major I'm hearing like life crisis, but like something about this feels more grounded than other crises you've had. So yeah, the King of Cups, there's something here about like allowing this process to flow instead of resist. That's why I feel like you're in this energy of your presence stabilizing, because you're flowing through this process. So I don't sense that you're somebody that's never experienced something like this. I think you have, but not to this degree. Okay, not to this degree. Because when I started this message, like something in you has changed in a way that it has never been like accessed before. I feel like you're actually stepping into like a new layer in your mind, the Seven of Wands. And do you see how she's like protecting herself when there's other things coming at her? And this isn't gender specific, but your energy is so protected right now. You are so protected, and not just by like the divine, but by you. This is your doing right now. And I honestly feel like you're walking through some sort of like dark period, but you are this light right now, okay? There's something about remembering that you are this light. You are the reason why this walk is possible. This walk is happening because you have the strength to endure. And it's not to say that you need to endure the worst to prove your worthiness. There's something about like, I don't know. I feel like there's just something unexplainable. I don't even know. I don't even have the answer. I'm not going to pretend I do. But the High Priestess here too. You could even be receiving like certain downloads from your higher self that feel very unexplainable, or just like confusing. Because right now I feel kind of confused right now. I don't even know where this message is going, and I feel like that's where your energy is like you don't know where you're going. You're trusting in something greater. You're trusting in your intuition right now. You're trusting in your gut instinct. I'm getting you're no longer listening to external, you're listening to the internal. That's why that card came out, the Magician, the way they were like cloaked and protected. I'm getting you're protecting what you're creating, and you're protecting who you're becoming. I'm literally feeling like you're in a cocoon right now. And you know what happens after the cocoon? A rebirth. I feel like you're going through like an insane rebirth, but you haven't seen it yet. Okay, it's cultivating, it's creating. Yeah. Wow. Okay, the Temperance card right here too. Spreading your wings, gaining your wings, gaining new perspective, new insight, bringing balance to a version of yourself that once felt maybe out of control or fear of losing control. I'm getting you're starting to some sort of awareness of like, I never had control to begin with, but I'm going to walk my path in a way that isn't controlled but flows. So you're not trying to control things, you're flowing with them, which ironically allows things to work in your favor. So you're starting to realize that control was never in your favor. It was for that false sense of safety. If I let go, then everything falls apart. And I'm getting like you've let go, things have fallen apart, but you haven't lost yourself this time. If anything, you're gaining yourself again. I'm hearing you're coming back to yourself. I'm literally seeing like a boomerang in my mind too. Yeah. I literally feel like you're stepping into a version of yourself that carries a deep level of respect and self-acceptance for your shadow, for the certain aspects of yourself that you felt like others wouldn't accept. And I feel like that's actually what's helping you right now, is to embrace this energy, embrace this cloudiness, embrace this energy that feels heavy. But there's also like so much hope in you. Like I feel like you're the kind of person that when you feel like stuck or down and out and lost, there's this higher version of yourself that's always there guiding you. That's why you're where you are today. That's why this is happening, because you are so connected to them. And you might think of them again like as somebody you have to become. You're already them. They're already inside of you. It's just a matter of choosing to allow them to guide you, not controlling them, not fearing them, because your higher self is going to make you do things that make you uncomfortable. Your higher self is going to bring you truths that you're not ready to face. But what I'm getting is like when you listen to them and let them guide you, that's when you start to realize this version of you was never 5 years down the line, up there, down there. They were right here, waiting for me to give them permission to be seen. Damn. Chariot. I'm gonna do part 2. Things are happening so fast that your mind is having a hard time comprehending what's going on. Yeah. I feel like your mind works faster than you can keep up with. That's basically what I'm getting for this energy, is that you have like I was thinking like mega mind. I don't know why, like mega mind. Your mind is just too grand for you sometimes. You know what I feel is that you have a mind that likes to work against you a lot of the time. But at the same time, it likes to work with you. So I feel like, you know what I'm actually feeling is that your higher self is so prominent in your like being. It's like that's who like is the internal working, is your higher self. But there's just this like part of you that likes to attach to these negative beliefs about yourself. And it's like it's so hard to exist in that dual state of knowing who you are, knowing you're deserving of better, knowing like things are going to work out for you, but then also feeling, but I feel unworthy, but I'm scared, and that's like human. Everybody has that. But there's something about it that feels so like unbearable at times for you, because you're like, I know what I want. I know who I am. I know that this is happening for a reason. Why can I not get out of this like loop of self-doubt? Okay, there's self-doubt that's so heavy in your being, but I feel like right now you're offering to yourself something that you've never done before, which is full presence, full emotional security, full emotional support. Okay, because the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups is coming out. So like you are offering to yourself something that nobody ever has. Nobody's ever offered to you this level of stability. I feel like you're becoming your own protective presence. I'm getting you're becoming your guardian angel. Like that sounds kind of weird, but you're becoming your guardian angel. Okay, and in this King of Pentacles, there's this like wolf. So you could be somebody genuine, like a lone wolf kind of person. Like you might really be secluded to yourself, or this could just be you right now, where you're just kind of like drawled back, keeping your cards close to your chest. whatever that saying is. I'm getting your like you have some sort of like awareness of something, or you're working on something, or you're doing something, or you're seeing something in a new light, but you're protecting it. I'm getting there's something that you're protecting right now. This could just be your transformation itself, but like I don't know, I'm getting you're listening to the part of you that was so stuffed down by distractions. Because I feel like, again, the reason why this is hitting you so fast is because you finally stopped distracting yourself. You stopped running, you stopped hiding, you stopped seeking. I'm getting the chase is over. The wait is over. I literally feel like this version of you right now that you're sitting in, as uncomfortable as it might be, they are so proud of you for finally seeing them, for letting them surface. Because I'm getting it feels so heavy because they've been stuffed down every day. I don't maybe not every day, but, and this isn't to dismiss that you don't do inner work and that you're not emotionally aware and that you don't connect to yourself. But I do feel like you are the kind of person that, to an extent, it becomes a little bit uncomfortable or heavy. And it's like, the reason it feels so heavy right now is because of that permission that you've given yourself to feel exposed by yourself. The weight is just the reflection of how long they've been suppressed, if that makes sense. But I feel like genuinely, like, what you're doing right now is setting yourself up for success. And I know that sounds so dumb. Like, oh, I let myself fall down so that I can succeed. But like, if you know, you know. You know that this is happening for a reason. You know that your life is restructuring itself for a reason. It's because it never fit to begin with. Sometimes life and society makes us feel pressured to build a life on something that makes absolutely no fucking sense to us. And I feel like there's something about you are awakening to a level of connection to yourself, to the divine, that it's showing you exactly where you don't want to be and exactly where you want to be. So I feel like a part of you right now is realizing that you are this creator in your life. And it's hard. It's hard when, like, life is structured this way of, like, I gotta do this, this, this. My life's gotta look like this, this, this. I have to look like this, this, this. Standards. Like, everything feels like a standard that you have to meet and be accepted by. And I feel like you're creating your own standard, or you're being called to. Okay? I'm getting, you are somebody that's not meant to be, like, a sheep following. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are that lone wolf. You are that wolf that gets to pave their own path, that gets to choose what they do in their life, that gets to choose how they exist, who they surround themselves with, what they do in their life. You're not somebody, and you know what I feel? I don't know if I said this in the first part or the second part, but I'm going to say it again. You could have felt alone. I might have said it in my YouTube video. You've always felt alone, even in a room full of people. And it says a lot about you, because I think that you are somebody that's not meant to be like everybody else. You're not meant to follow the crowd. I'm getting, you are a leader. And I'm not out here saying that you're meant to, like, guide everybody. But when you guide yourself, you become a guide for others. And I feel like it's not about you preaching and telling anybody. It's the way that you're about to be existing that's going to be the mirror for others. Okay? Because I feel like there's something in you that knows that you don't want to be doing this, or this feels like mediocre, or I don't really know if I want to do this, but like, I don't have any other choice. And you know what? Sometimes we got to go down those paths. Sometimes we got to choose things and do things that don't really feel aligned, so that it can push us more outside of that comfort zone of, like, you know what? Am I going to make this choice and not do this and choose this? Do this on a whim and do this. Do things that don't make sense to me, but they make sense to my higher self and to my soul. You know what I mean? And it's not going to make sense to a lot of people, because a lot of people don't follow their soul. A lot of people are not connected to their soul in the ways that you are. And it's not to say that you're better than anybody, but it is to say that you are connected in a way that's rare. And when you're like that, it does feel like you're just walking around this earth, like, surrounded by people, but alone. But I'm hearing, like, this period of your life, if you choose this path of alignment, if you choose to do things that feel confusing and like you're destroying something or whatever, you're walking the path where you no longer feel alone. Because, one, we're never alone. We have ourselves and we have the divine. But, like, you're going to find the right people. The right people are going to find you when you find you. So there's just something about, like, this path that's unfolding right now. It's happening fast. And I'm hearing literally, like, too fast to keep up. And sometimes that's when the most, like, revelations happen, is when you don't have time to think. It's just, like, the feeling hits you. So yeah, I honestly was going to do a part 3, but I feel like that's it. Like, I genuinely feel like right now, the 8 of Cups right here, look. Walking away from something that might have felt beneficial, but you don't even realize what's on the horizon. Something beautiful, and you don't even fully see it yet. And you know what? That's that blind faith, that trust that it's going to work out for you. The Ace of Swords. When you trust like that and you flow, answers come to you. Thoughts come to you. Whatever. Things are going to start coming to you. Okay? Ideas. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about, if you don't know what to do in life, pursue yourself. Even if that means doing something that isn't in alignment to you because you genuinely might have to in the moment. There's something about choosing to pursue yourself, and the right things will come into your mind. Okay, trust that. I love you.